Today, we begin a lengthy exploration of power armor in Fallout 76, starting with what power armor actually does. Everything I say in this video applies to all power armor types. First, understand that at their core, all power armor types are the same. That's because all power armor pieces go to a frame. Pieces include 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 chest piece, and 1 head piece. You can just get in the power armor frame though. Entering a power armor frame increases your strength by 10, and if your carry weight is lower than 205, it boosts your carry weight to 205. Also, you are now immune from limb damage. It's not just immunity from limb damage, you're also immune to fall damage. Instead of taking damage, you'll land in some crazy superhero pose, like this. And just keep moving. Holding certain weapons reduces your movement speed, so as you can see, if I was to pull out a Gatling laser, there I am moving slightly slower. But while you're wearing power armor, weapons no longer reduce movement speed. As you can see, the Gatling laser doesn't slow me down. Now, power armor pieces are heavy, each one weighing over 10 pounds. Just having a few in your inventory can really weigh you down. But power armor pieces have no carry weight when attached to a frame. So if I was to apply everything to this frame, the frame becomes excavator power armor, and keeping it in my inventory only counts the frame's weight, not each piece. The following bonuses apply to any type of power armor attached to your frame. Every piece attached to your frame reduces incoming damage flatly by 7%, up to 42% for all 6 pieces. Each piece also reduces radiation damage by 15%, up to 90 for all 6 pieces. Now this may seem obvious, but you cannot swim in power armor. You simply sink to the bottom and continue walking. If you have a helmet on, you get several extra minutes of water breathing. And you can exit power armor underwater. When you're injured, injecting a stim pack takes a few seconds, and you can't continuously inject multiple ones at the same time. There's always that slight delay. But you don't have a cooldown or an animation when healing in power armor. You can just spam those things and heal yourself damn near instantly. It's important to mention that while you're wearing power armor, you don't receive the buffs from your standard armor. All of your buffs now come from the pieces attached to your power armor frame. And while you're wearing power armor, you can't craft anything. You get a message in the top left corner of your screen saying you can't do it in power armor. The same goes for trying to use furniture. Now you can't just use power armors, they require fusion cores, and if you have any in your inventory when you approach to enter, you get this animation. Fusion cores drain as you move or use VATS. If you're over-encumbered, moving will drain the fusion core even more. Now if you don't have any fusion cores, you receive this beeping sound. You cannot run, you cannot use VATS, you cannot power attack, and you cannot fast travel. But once a fusion core is drained to 0, it's gone forever. I'll have a video explaining how to easily farm fusion cores fairly soon. Now there are multiple power armor types within the game, and I'll make videos exploring them later on, but for now, it's important to know that you can have more than one power armor frame to match the power armor types. So, let me explain how to find extra frames if you need them or if you need your first frame. Know that these aren't guaranteed spawns, and I'm not showing you all of them, but you're likely to find some in the following locations. First up is the Gilman Lumberyard, which is just south of Vault 76. In my opinion, this is the easiest location to find power armor because you don't have to fight anything, and you'll know if it's there pretty soon after spawn, so let's check. On spawn, head forward. You want to go around this fence and into the respawner's base. On the other side of this little building is a power armor station, where unfortunately right now there is no power armor, but there can be one here. Let's check the next location. Camden Park is an amusement park in the Ash Heap region. There are a few scorched here, but they're not too difficult to deal with. Let's check it out. On spawn, head into the parking lot. We are going to make a direct entrance into the park. You can jump over the wall or go through the canopy. Either way, we are heading for the roller coaster. You should be able to get to the roller coaster without any issues, but be aware that there are scorched to the left. Once you get into the roller coaster, you will have to deal with a small squad of scorched, like the one right here in front of me. But once they're defeated, you're gonna go right around the entrance to the roller coaster. You'll find a small break in the tent, or the canopies, to the right, and enter into what appears to be a back camp. Over here, directly in the back of this camp, you'll find a power armor hanging out in the station. Of course, it's not a guaranteed spawn, it just happens to be here right now. In the event that you're too low level to actually equip the power armor, you can always hit the transfer and take out the higher level pieces, because the pieces themselves are leveled, but the frame isn't. Remove the piece and then hop in the frame or take it. Another location is the Morgantown Train Yard, which is beside the Morgantown Airport where the Collision Course event spawns. You can find this to the right, a good distance to the right, of Vault 76. Let's check out the Morgantown Train Yard. On spawn, head forward. We want to stick to the left, but approach the train yard. We are looking to enter, likely around this break in the wall, but look out for Scorched that may be in the vicinity. It's not a hard fight, but they may be here. You're looking for this train car, which I have ahead of me, but you can identify it by looking for this massive crane-like object, which is a crane. Inside we may have our spawn, which, there it is. The last possible spawn we'll be looking at is in Aaronholt Homestead, which is in the upper left corner of the map near Vault 51, but let's go to the homestead now. On spawn, head to the right, but keep forward. We have a small distance to go, but we shouldn't face any actual danger beside a few small creatures, or apparently the leader of the pack event, which just happened to spawn. Either way, ignore it and head forward until you can start heading down. We're approaching that silo in the distance. Look out for bloatflies and sometimes blood bugs, I believe. But nonetheless, approach the silos, you'll find a small building to the left. The door there is locked, and you can lockpick it to get in. It's a level 1 lock. And inside you'll find another power armor station, which, not at the moment, can have a power armor frame. And there you go. My next video in this series will focus on farming fusion cores, so be sure to check it out. Like and follow for more Fallout 76 power armor breakdowns.